Tonight, I just wanna take you high.
Hey everybody, this is Rob with the Trucking Resources channel. So a couple weeks ago I did a video of a short run I did that I regretted a little bit ever taking with the rates coming down, fuel prices going up. Run down to Delaware. Wasn't real happy about it, but it was my fault. I stuck with the run, and actually it was a nice drive and everything, but I didn't make a whole lot of money on it. So I wanted to show you on a typical week when I figure things out. Now in this week, there are runs I knew what the run was going to do. I was very familiar with the backhaul. There was a little snafu in the middle of the week with a bit of a deadheading situation, but we all got to deal with that if you're going to be owner-operators. Not necessarily that situation, but a lot of stupid things happen, so you need to cover it. So I want to show you what I did last week. I didn't do a lot of miles last week. I really only worked about 3 days. In fact, I did 1,547 miles last week. But I wanted to show you how it worked out and break it down trip by trip with deadhead, how I do my paperwork, everything like that. Doesn't necessarily mean the way I do it is right, but I'm happy with the way I do it. You know, if you need ideas for how you're doing things, or even comment below and tell me how you do it. I start a trip at the delivery. So if I made a delivery, like for instance, this week is going to end with me delivering New York, Pennsylvania. That was the end of the miles. But the deadhead miles from there to wherever I pick up, I don't even know where my next load is. But the miles ended there. So anything I pick up from now, them deadheaded miles go on there. Every mile that truck runs, whether it's for personal use, we do different charity events, things like that, it all has to count on something as far as I'm concerned. There are no free miles because everything costs money. So, to break it down, there was 3 trips I did this week, and I recorded a bit after each one, except for the last one, which I'll do here. I didn't do the video of the first trip because, quite frankly, the first and the second are almost the same. But let me give you the details of the money from the first trip so we can see from there. So the first trip I did, I started out in Mount Joy, Pennsylvania. That's where I parked my truck. And I went from there to Mechanicsburg to pick up the load, and I went to Schenectady, New York to deliver the load. Now that's where I end the miles. I always end the miles at the delivery, and then the deadhead to the next pickup is always included. I count every mile that the truck does and take it off of something. So I'll explain that in a bit, but I did this from Mount Joy, Pennsylvania. And so the total pay for that load was $1,360.50 to me. The total miles to do that was 340 miles. The rate per mile at that was $4 a mile. That sounds great. I'd work all week for that, make a fortune. But there's some differences here. Now the fuel used on that is 340 miles divided by 6. I get a little bit better in 6 miles to the gallon right now with this truck. But I'm going to count 6 for the whole week because the last load I do for the week is going to be a little bit heavier, and I know that'll probably keep me average at about 6 at the end. So my fuel cost, or I used 56.7 gallons. Now my fuel cost, 56.7 gallons times 4.08, which is what I paid the last time I fueled up, is $231.34. So, the total pay for this load was $1,129.16, or $3.32 per mile after fuel. Again, that's a pretty good rate. Remember, I started this from Pennsylvania. That was mostly all loaded miles. When I left Mount Joy, I had about 40 miles to pick up the load and then come back. The next load's going to be a little bit different because I'm going to actually deadhead from Schenectady, New York, back home. There was a reason for it. There was supposed to be another load waiting there for me, and that load actually canceled. So I got a free day off at home, but knowing now what I knew then, I probably would have taken a backhaul. But I'll show you how that works on the second load.
Put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Pop, pop, it's showtime. Showtime, showtime, showtime. Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. Gone time. Oh, they don't know. Gone time. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. Showed up. I'm wearing Cuban links. Yeah. Designer mix. Yeah. Inglewood's finest shoes. Whoop, whoop. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to give the color red the blues. Woo, shit. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Second verse for the hustlers. Hustlers. Gangsters. Bad bitches and your ugly ass friends.
Alright, kick that back in place, and this is an old trailer. However, I did just pull it a couple days ago, so I know it's not bad. It's just old and dirty at this point. Got mud flaps.
So clear. Look out. Second verse for the hustlers. Hustlers. Gangsters. Bad bitches and your ugly ass friends. I cannot preach. I cannot preach. I gotta show them how I can't get it in. First, take your sip, do your dip, spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, ooh, we too fresh. Got to blame it on Jesus. Hashtag blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? What you trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air.
Yeah, there we go. 115 gallons. All right, start this thing up. Look at my bully dog here. It says I would have used 109 gallons. It's never actually right. It says 5.6 miles per gallon. That's not always right either. So I actually went 712 miles. 115. Yep, so 6.19. Yeah, not too bad on that round. I won't do as good on this one because I'm going to be hauling back pretty heavy. But yeah, so I set this thing.
Doubt in my mind he's the man. It's him and the widow. Well,
Yeah, so I reset this thing. It starts at 0, reset my miles. I don't actually go in and get a receipt anymore if I don't have to go in because everything's electronic now. I get it through the app. So I just want to write down the miles. let's get back on the road.
Tonight, I just wanna take you high. Throw your hands up in the sky. Let's set this party on fire. Players, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Pop, pop, it's showtime. Showtime, showtime, showtime. Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. Gone time. Oh, they don't know. Gone time. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. Showed up. I'm wearing Cuban links. Yeah. Designer mix. Yeah. Inglewood's finest shoes. Whoop, whoop. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to give the color red the blues. Woo, shit. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Second verse for the hustlers, hustlers, gangsters, bad bitches and your ugly ass friends. I cannot preach, I cannot preach. I gotta show them how a pimp get it in. First, take your sip, do your dip, spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, ooh, we too fresh. Got to blame it on Jesus. Hashtag blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? What you trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Everywhere I go, they be like, ooh, so clear. Everywhere I go, they be like, ooh, so clear. Everywhere I go, they be like, ooh, so clear. Now, watch me break it down like 24 karat, 24 karat magic. What's that sound? 24 karat magic. Come on now. 24 karat, 24 karat magic. Don't fight the feeling, invite the feeling. Just put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? Tell me what you're trying to do. 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Second verse for the hustlers, hustlers, gangsters, bad bitches and your ugly ass friends. I cannot preach, I cannot preach. I gotta show them how a pimp get it in. First, take your sip, do your dip, spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, ooh, we too fresh. Got to blame it on Jesus. Hashtag blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? What you trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Everywhere I go, they be like, ooh, so clear. Everywhere I go, they be like, ooh, so clear. Everywhere I go, they be like, ooh, so clear. Now, watch me break it down like, Invite the feeling, just put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? Tell me what you're trying to do. 24 karat magic in the air.
All right, it's 1:40 in the morning. I am here at my first stop in Guilderland Center. And I come here a lot. They're not open yet. They'll come in somewhere between 2:30 and 3. And I know they always want me to break the seal and be broken into the door when they first get here. Yeah, load of appliances. So this facility here is a JB Hunt Final Mile facility. So I guess what they do here is they take off the appliances, put it on some of their smaller box trucks like over there, and take it to all the little mom and pop shops. I don't know if they do home delivery or not, but I've never asked.
Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Second verse for the hustlers, gangsters, bad bitches, and your ugly ass friends. I cannot preach, I cannot preach. I gotta show them how I pimp, get it in. First, take your sip, do your dip, spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, ooh, we too fresh. Got to blame it on.
So here we have the second load. I loaded originally, or I unloaded originally out of Schenectady, New York, as I said in the first load. Now I was going to go back to Mechanicsburg, and on the way I found out the load wasn't going to go. But I had this next load, take the day off at home. You know, I would have rather the backhaul back. But, so I went from Schenectady, New York to Mount Joy, Pennsylvania. And then the next load picked up in Mechanicsburg again. Virtually the same load as the ride I just took you guys on. Coming up here to Guilderland Center, New York. I do this run on a regular basis. It's a pretty good stop. It unloads in the middle of the night. Now this load here had a second stop in Schenectady, New York, which is only 10 miles away. But it's pretty far apart in the hours. The first one, they'll have me unloaded by about 4 in the morning, and I'll have to go deliver the last one at 7. So all that deadhead, you know, last load I showed you, you know, was $4 a mile, and you know that's pretty impressive, and I'd like to do that all the time. But this load here, with doing that, paid a total of $1408.25. It pays a little bit better because it has the stop-off pay. A little bit better than the last one did. But because I deadheaded the whole way back to get it, it's 716 miles. So I divide that, the rate per mile is $1.97 per mile. That's actually not too bad. You know, if I could stay at $2 a mile, I'd be pretty happy mostly. But there was a lot of miles involved in that, getting that. So the fuel used, I used 119.3 gallons of fuel times $4.08, which is what I paid for the fuel, is $486.74. Pay for this trip after the fuel was $921.51, or $1.29 per mile. Not too good, but we got the load in. We're going to go for the whole week, figure out the whole week on it. And this trip I do have a backhaul. Now I got a little bit of a deadhead to get over to that backhaul, but it's a regular thing I do. It's going to be a live load, and then it's going to be a drop-in hook down in York, Pennsylvania.
I just wanna take you higher, fly pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Second verse for the hustlers, gangsters, bad bitches and your ugly ass friends. I cannot preach, I cannot preach. I gotta show them how a pimp get it in. First, take your sip, do your dip, spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, ooh, we too fresh. Got to blame it on Jesus. Hashtag blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? What you trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Everywhere I go, they be like, ooh, so clear. Everywhere I go, they be like, ooh, so clear. Everywhere I go, they be like, ooh, so clear. Now, watch me break it down like, 24 karat, 24 karat magic. What's that sound? 24 karat magic. Come on now. 24 karat, 24 karat magic. Don't fight the feeling, invite the feeling. Just put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? Tell me what you're trying to do. 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Take you higher, throw your hands up in the sky. Let's set this party on fire. Players, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Pop, it's showtime. Showtime. Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. Gone time. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. Showed up. I'm wearing Cuban links. Designer mix. Inglewood's finest shoes. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to give the color red the blues. Woo, shit. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Second verse for the hustlers, gangsters, bad bitches and your ugly ass friends. I cannot preach, I cannot preach. I gotta show them how a pimp get it in. First, take your sip, do your dip, spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, ooh, we too fresh. Got to blame it on Jesus. Hashtag blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? What you trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear.
All right, so the first 2 trips I did on the road, at the delivery, recorded a bit about them. The last trip, when I was done, I delivered to York, delivered a load of Starbucks. I don't even know what I had on there. I guess it was flavoring or something for Starbucks. Delivered to York, great place to deliver. No, I didn't live unload. We have a drop-in hook set up there, but I've done York being right down the road from my house. I've done quite a bit of things into Starbucks, and they've always been a pretty good place to deliver. I enjoyed it. But anyway, that night I was whooped. I came home. I got there in the middle of the night. I had said on the last video I was going to get some good video feed down through Watkins Glen and everything, straight down through the Finger Lakes. Unfortunately, as a lot of times happen, I don't know how I didn't figure out my hours, or that, I don't know, I feel like I can run sometimes 24 hours a day, and I can't, and I do have electronic logs in the truck that wouldn't allow it anyway. So after I picked up the load, I had to get to I think I had 45 minutes left on my clock, even split braking. I had to get down to Waterloo, New York there to Petro, and had to shut down there. Unfortunately, the trip home after that was at nighttime. I really wish I could have gotten you guys some good feed coming down through the Finger Lakes, because running down that 414 there through Watkins Glen and Geneva and all that was a nice trip. But so my last trip for the week, as you guys know, I just delivered. I just did a 2-stop. It was Guilderland Center and then Schenectady, right down the road. Then I deadheaded. I actually deadheaded to East Williamson, New York, which is about 213 miles. Reason I did that particular load is because I know that we have a drop and hook in York. So when I pick it up, I can run down, I get it down there, drop and hook in York, and then I'm ready for the next load. I wasn't sure at that point when I booked this load whether I would have a load for Sunday night, but I didn't. But that was why I took this particular load. Plus I'm familiar with the shipper, the receiver. It's good pay, but it was a lot of deadhead on it. So Schenectady, New York, East Williamson, New York, and then York, Pennsylvania is where it went. It was a bit of a heavy load. The other stuff that I did was pretty light. This one did weigh 39,000 pounds. But the total pay for this load in the end, this is paid to me, was $1,034.25. With the deadhead in the previous delivery, the total miles on it was 491 miles. So my rate per mile on that was $2.11 a mile. So I go through, I've been dividing this by 6. Like I say, fuel fluctuates a bit, but that truck, someday we'll talk about fuel mileage and why I'm losing money just driving that truck, even though I love it. But we'll get to that sometime. So total fuel used was 81.83 gallons. That's 491 divided by 6. Yeah, 81.83. So the fuel cost at that point, 81.83 times 4.08, $333.87. After the fuel on this load, I made $700.38, or $1.42 per mile on this leg of the trip. So now we have the whole week's worth of what we did. Let me bring up the finals here. So what we ended up with at the end of the week was a total pay of $3,803, $3,803. My total miles for the week was 1,547 miles. During the week, I used 257.83 gallons of fuel, and the fuel cost ended up being, at the end of the day, at the end of the week, $1,051.95. So if I break that all down for the week, the truck made $2,751.05, or 1.78 cents per mile. $1.78 per mile. And that was after fuel. That was a pretty good week. would have been even better if I had done more miles. And I'm analyzing things. I might do some road stuff here. Remember, I have another truck running also right now, and he's out there. He's been out there about a month now, and he's getting ready to come home. We're coming up on Christmas here. Him and his wife Bonnie are going to come home for Christmas. So maybe we'll run some numbers on that truck at some point. Tell me if you guys want to see more numbers. Like I say, I'm not willing to break down how the pay works or everything. I just want to just show you numbers at the end and show you what I've done, whether it's right, wrong, whether I did good, whether I did bad. As far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm concerned, me assessing this week it was good. Not great. Not the best ever, but not bad. Made money. And right now, with the way our economy's going right now, all the things in the world happening, doing good is I'm happy doing good right now. Yeah, make money. Just keep making money. So anyway, let me know if you like videos like this. I'd be willing to do some more of it because I'm going to do some runs different places. Just let me know if you like seeing this or like comparing this, to numbers that you guys see or whatever. But yeah, let me know. Trying to get a feel for what resources, I want trucking resources out there for people. I'm trying to get a feel for, what people are looking for. So please feel free to comment and hey, have a nice Christmas.